and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Pokemon Thursday. The day of the week we talk about anything. That's right, Stev. Anything Digimon. And we've just recently had the start of a new mini-series that Pokemon are doing on YouTube, Pokemon Evolutions. And it was a couple of weeks ago. In fact, by the time this goes up, episode 2 might be out. But this is another experimental, this sort of video. I figured every time an episode goes up, I'm going to do a review on it. They're only, what, the episode, I've got it up in the background there. Was 7 minutes and 49 seconds long. I've seen it, that's the third time I've seen it now. How many times has that been? 3, that's 2. I've seen it 3 times now, but I thought I'd watch it again, you know, thinking, and we would give a review. This particular episode review, I don't know if I need to, I will say spoiler, but I don't think I need to, because one, anybody, if you're a Pokemon fan, you can access this straight away. You've probably already seen it. And 2, this particular episode is just basically the events that followed out from the end of the game with a couple of extra little bits. But with all that being said, if you do like the idea of me reviewing every episode and giving you my thoughts and opinions, and then you guys hitting in the comments below giving me your thoughts and opinions, then let's get it done, because it's going to be I like it when Pokemon do shit like this. I fucking love it. Instead of just your regular, there's your episodes, there's a move, there's your I like these little twists and stuff that they do. I think it's really fun. The fact that they never really disappoint. In fact, I don't think they've ever disappointed me anyway, which probably sets up how I'm going to score this anyway. Yeah, there's no harm. They're awesome. They're great. Yes, we know this story. In fact, we'll just go straight to the review. Let me know what you think in the comments. If we should do it, don't do it. Don't do an episode 2. If you don't say anything, I'm going to do an episode 2 review. I can't remember how many there's minutes. I've heard there's rumours going to be there's 15. Could be wrong. Surely they should do 25 years of Pokemon, blah, blah, blah. But I've heard there's going to be 15. But this one is entitled The Champion, Pokemon Evolutions Episode 1. Or is it Episode 1? Pokemon Evolutions Episode 1, The Champion. No, I'm sure. I've got it there, haven't I, you twat? The Champion. It is the champion with the little thing. The Champion, Evolutions, Pokemon Evolutions Episode 1. What a fun episode. This one's all based on Leon and the first battle. Heading into the second battle, you take as the main character inside of the Pokemon Sword and Shield games. Like I said at the start, and with me saying that, we know how it unfolds. We know that your battle gets interrupted. You have a Eternatus shenanigans. Leon's there helping you. Zamazenta and Zacian come. Bob's your uncle. Capture him. Get back on with your battle with Leon. This one hits a different side to it as opposed to the game, because we don't really see how Leon is truly feeling behind closed doors on his own, isolated, without anybody there, after the confrontation and battle with Eternatus. Because in this, Leon's battling away, Charizard's out. There's actually a very heavy moment with Charizard. I'll get to that in a sec. Leon's been battled away. Eternatus has jumped out of the Pokeball. He's chucked at him. He's battled him with Aegislash. He's battled him with, well, tried to battle him with Charizard, comes out, but he just chucks the ball. It's failed. He gets battled away. Hop and you. We'll just say you. It's the protagonist. It's your character from the game. But, you know, the main character, us, we jump in with him. We've got Teleon. He's got Double. Zamazenta, Zacian come. We battle away. I refuse to call him anything else other than the giant hand form, because that's what it is. But the giant hand form, Eternatus comes, fucking does his shenanigans. Zamazenta and Zacian come. Like I said, they're already there. They change to their true forms with the rusted sword and shield. And away you go. Bob's your uncle. You capture him, and then you go on to battle Leon. But the cool things, like I said, it does in this, it gives you the missing details we don't get from the games. We see Leon's in a very shook and surprised and a bit scared and wary state, because we know Leon, and I love Leon, by the way, for the record. I think he's one of the best champions we've had, and one of the best characters we have. Personally, I absolutely adore the guy. Especially as a cool guy that wears awesome hats. But he seems a bit shook up and scared and nervous, a bit, oh, you know, this just happened, that's just happened, crazy. We see him interacting and going through, because the episode actually takes place just before the battle with the protagonist, your character. But he's going through flashbacks of Eternatus, because there's a commentator, the TV in the background, or on the stadium. And he sort of, you know, he mentions a flashback. He mentions, like, you know, what happened at Hamlock Stadium and, you know, the stuff with Eternatus. And it's him going back and forward and sort of like questioning it, or sort of pondering or wondering if he's still got it, or if he's questioning something about himself. And it's very heavy, because he's looking at his Ultra Ball, which contains his Charizard. It sort of pops out of his hand. Charizard gets himself out, comes over, gets right in his face and pulls the coat hanger down and kind of chucks his cape on to say, come on, you're Leon, I'm Charizard, we're the best team ever. Me and you're going to go out and smash this. We've overcome that. We conquered it. It's done. It's dusted. Let's just get back to what we do best. That's entertaining. It's being us, the best version of us. And that's Pokemon battling and defending our crazy winning streak and our crown and stuff. And it's quite hard and heavy because Leon gets up, he's sort of hair ready. He comes over to Charizard, gives him sort of like it's like a pat, but like a semi-hug. Charizard goes back in his ball and ready for battle. It did a really great job of that, because sometimes, maybe because it's a video game, sometimes the characters in Pokemon, and a couple of other games maybe, but Pokemon, they can feel very two-dimensional until you get an animated sort of, you know, more 3D look at the character and how they are and the personality and the character and what they're truly like. And it showed a different side to Leon, one which, as far as I'm aware, we haven't truly really explored yet, a more scared and timid and vulnerable looking Leon. Because for all we know, this could be still wavering on his mind. That's part of the reason why, well, we beat him because you're going to beat him anyway, it's a Pokemon game. But maybe in terms of canon, storyline, whatever, it's the reason why he actually loses that battle to go on to lose to me and you at the end of the game. Because he's still a bit nervous and unsure. And next time I go to complete Sword and Shield and I take on this Leon battle, I'm going to look at a different light, because I'm going to see him coming from the locker room, being all a bit like questioning, nervous and shit and whatnot, and having that little moment with his Charizard. I'm gonna think of that immediately, and I think it's quite cool. They did a great job because, like I said, it's about champion. It's about Leon. It's about Leon's interaction with Eternatus and Leon being the champion. But they're nice short episodes, so they're not going to be massive reviews that I'm doing. But that's pretty much about it. The biggest takeaway, again, don't need to talk about animation and the art style, because for me anyway, it always knocks it out of the park. It looks beautiful, it looks amazing. That bit's fine, cool. We don't need to brush up on it. But I love how human it made it feel, for just being, because a lot of people look at, oh, you just like dumb cartoons, but no, it made it feel very human. I saw Leon in a different light. Even the brief little interactions with Hop, getting Charizard to protect Hop and stuff from Eternatus blowing out the Pokeball and whatnot. But it's nice to see these characters that we all fall in love with, or even hate. Some people out there might really hate Leon, but there's these other characters that we have some sort of emotion towards in a completely different light, whether that be, you know, we see him this way in a bit more scared and stuff. Or we might go and look at somebody who's angry, but behind closed doors actually isn't so angry, or, you know, going forward. For that, I really loved it. You're going to get a nice little warm, heavy moment between a trainer and his Pokemon, his best mate, his partner Pokemon, his main buddy. And I think you're going to absolutely fall in love with it if you haven't watched it. Well, you probably have already watched it. But definitely let me know what you think in the comments. But yes, visuals, The Champion, Episode 1, Pokemon Evolutions review. What did you think? I don't know, it's enough detail. It's kind of hard to do a full-length breakdown because the episode itself isn't trying to show too much. Like I said, it's just, for me personally, I believe they're just trying to show you how Leon felt in between the battles, the Eternatus stuff, and heading into the second battle with you. Well, I say the first battle didn't really happen. You know, the second attempt at battling you, I should say. And I think it really did a good job at showing a different level and a much more emotionally vulnerable side of Leon. And it was fucking awesome. 10 out of 10. What did you think? What did you think of this review? Let me know. It's Pokemon Thursday Visuals. That is my review of The Champion, Pokemon Evolutions Episode 1. I'm probably just going to title Pokemon Evolutions Episode 1 Review and do a weird thumbnail. But let me know if you should do this before we go in the future. Again, Episode 2, I don't know if it's going to be weekly or, because that was, at the time of recording this, that was 6 days ago. By the time this goes out, this would have been like 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, as James said, that's what you get for recording 2 weeks in advance. But I kind of need to with my horrible, busy work, shitty... I was going to say shitty life. My life's fun. It's just work life shit. But yeah, visuals. What did you think? My review, done dusted. Pokemon Celebrations, The Champion, Episode 1. Evolutions. How many times have I called it Celebrations loads in this? Hopefully I've always called it Evolutions. I hope to God I have, because you'll be sat there going, it's fucking Evolutions, Dan, not Celebrations, even though I knew what I meant. What it did. What did you think, visuals, about any and all of this? Visuals, there we go. Hopefully that was alright. I think so. Fingers crossed. Visuals, thanks for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. And always keep being you and keep on keeping on.